My name is Matt Lindsay, and today I'm going to talk to you about gun control. Gun control is a very heated topic in the world of current events. There seems to be a never-ending disagreement over whether or not Americans should freely own guns. Personally, I think we should be able to own firearms, and there are plenty of reasons why. Today, I'll talk about the legality of owning guns and the reasons we need them. The first thing I'll talk about is the legality of owning firearms. In the U.S. Constitution, the laws by which we live by, the Second Amendment states, a well-regulated militia, being necessary to the security of a free state, the right of the people to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed. And this is from archives.gov. And this simply states that Americans have the right to own weapons. But since there has been a lot of argument, it's considered that the federal law is weak and the states have a big role in the lawmaking process for gun control. The different states have different rules about the background checks, the possession in public places such as schools and hospitals, and the sales of different weapons. The next thing I'll talk about is the protection that guns give us. Criminals will not pay attention to gun laws. Do you really think James Holmes, the crazy man who shot up the theater in Colorado, paid attention to the gun laws that were in place? People need to be able to protect themselves. 40 states fairly recently issued the right to carry law. Texas issued it in 1996, and it simply states that people 21 years of age or older have the right to carry a concealed firearm. And since 1996, the Texas murder rate has lowered by 30%. Every year, over 1 million instances where criminals were scared off because the person they were attacking had a gun. Criminals don't want to be shot just as much as we do, so simply having a gun can scare them off. Let's take Chicago, for example. They implemented a handgun ban in 1982, and since then, handgun murders have increased by 40%. So this means that Chicago took away their citizens' legal guns, and the criminals were able to murder easier. People have argued that having weapons in households will have an increase in fatal accidents involving weapons. But per year, there's only 613 fatal accidents involving guns. That might sound like a lot, but that's only 0.5% of all fatal accidents. The next thing I'll talk about is liberal versus conservative slant on the matter. Liberals are anti-gun, and they want nothing to do with guns at all. When the Constitution stated a well-regulated militia being necessary to the security of a free state, they assumed that it was referring to the military only were the ones that had the right to bear arms. They think that it's the law enforcement's job to protect the people, not the people's job to protect the people. They simply believe that more guns will directly lead to more crime rate. Conservatives, on the other hand, feel that guns are needed, and they're needed for self-defense. If a criminal wants a gun, they're going to get one any way you want to look at it. They'll get it on the black market, or simply just go get a background check and get their own gun. Taking our guns away will simply leave Americans vulnerable to further attacks. The final aspect I'll talk about is the entertainment guns bring us. Hunting is very important to me, and as an East Texan, I feel it's a great hobby that everyone should pick up. Hunting is rather hard to do without guns, though. I love hunting, any aspect of it, whether it's deer, duck, if you can name it, I've probably hunted it. Hunting can also bring families closer together. I can personally say hunting with my dad over the past 10 years has easily brought us closer together. Gun shows are also rather difficult to do without guns. It's estimated about 5,000 gun shows take place every year, and this is where collectors can show up and show off and sell their guns to other collectors. Personally, I have an uncle who loves to collect guns, and he has quite an impressive collection. Another entertainment aspect of guns is shooting. Shooting is a great way to get off stress and simply have fun with friends. To wrap things up, owning guns are very, very important. It's a great responsibility to take up. We need to be able to defend ourselves. The crazy people are going to be crazy, and there's nothing you can do about that. The Constitution clearly states that we have the right to bear arms. It even says that it shall not be infringed. It's like the Founding Fathers saw this coming, and they wanted to protect our right to bear arms. People need guns for entertainment, and that's all fun and everything, but the most important aspect is to protect ourselves. Guns don't hurt people. People who are crazy who have guns hurt people. Thank you.